expected to graduate in 2023, and I play 13 instruments in total. I was classically trained in flute and piano since first grade and flute since fifth. And recently I've taught myself ukulele, mandolin, guitar, recorder, synthesizer, accordion, theremin, ocarina, kalimba, claves, and chimes. Yeah, I used to be a fanatic about Mozart and his compositions when I was probably, since I could remember, probably like at least, or at most 2. And when I was 3, I taught myself Rondo alla Turca on the piano. It was hit or miss though. I still remember how it goes, but my hands forgot how to play it. And yeah, my piano lessons started in first grade. I never thought that I would want to play other instruments until Mom told me before I went into 5th grade that once I got to that level, I could be in the band and play another instrument. So I ended up with the flute. Well, there is such a thing as Braille notation. However, it takes 2 hands to play an instrument, but it also takes 2 hands to read Braille. So that's not right. Good idea for me, really. When I'm learning a new piece, I just go about listening to it. So I have perfect pitch. In other words, that means I'm able to hear just about any sound within reason that has a vibration. Instruments that transpose are a little tough for me, i.e. trumpet, clarinet, French horn, and sax. But generally, I just know what the key is by listening to it. That's what perfect pitch is. And I use that to know the key of the piece, and I just listen to how it's meant to be played. I listen to recordings of it, analyze it, so that I have some auditory memory of how it goes, and then I just play it. I would say just try new things, be open-minded. For instance, I didn't think that I was going to like jazz music until I learned how to trade 4s, and I learned the blues scale, among other things about jazz. And once I started listening to it and playing it, like analytically, and knowing the purpose and the meaning behind it, things changed. I realized that I really love jazz. So there's that, and also you should try memorizing things once in a while. Try learning by ear, and if you maybe just look at the chart just enough to know what the key is, but then go about finding a recording and listening from there. Especially if you don't have perfect pitch, just look at the chart to know what the key is, and then try listening to it. Don't have to do it all the time, but just try it, because sometimes learning new things in new ways is good for you too. I want to be a composer. I like full-time. I mean, I already have 4 pieces written, but I want to make a living as a composer. I'm either going to Hamilton or Colgate to study music composition, and if I can't make profit off my pieces, then maybe I could be a producer for other artists or an instrument manufacturer. I've been, over the last couple of years, been feeling objects around me and thinking based on the shape or the texture, what kind of instruments can I make out of this? And if all else fails, then maybe I can be an interpreter.
My name is Kathy Tilkey. I teach high school instrumental music, which includes concert band, jazz band, percussion ensemble, and music theory. Rachel began participating in NYSSMA Solo Festival on piano and voice when she was in the 8th grade. She has continued to participate in NYSSMA Solo Festival throughout high school, playing flute, piano, and singing. This year, Rachel sang a level 6 voice solo, and she also performed on a level 6 piano and flute solo as well. Rachel received a 100 on her vocal solo, which made her eligible for an all-state ensemble. Students from all over New York State were chosen for all-state ensembles. Miss Bothelier, Rachel's vocal teacher, submitted Rachel's application for all-state, and Rachel was chosen to sing alto 1 for the next choir. Rachel is also a composer. Rachel first started studying composition in middle school with Mr. Parmaris. When she was in high school, I found opportunities for her to study composition at the Young Composers summer programs that's sponsored by the Society for New Music. In May of 2022, I submitted 2 of Rachel's composition. Tarantella of the 2010s, composition for flute and piano, and Minuet with Variations in G-flat major for piano for the NYSSMA All-State Composition Program. Rachel was chosen to participate in the All-State Composition Program for her submission of Minuet with Variations in G-flat major. The program includes coaching and workshops with published composers and a final composer's honors concert where Rachel's composition will be performed.